Hello, Cancer. Cancer. It's umomgstore, and this is your mid-September tarot card reading. Let's see what comes up. I love seeing what comes up. So let's just do that. All right. Leave a like on the video if you can. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. And here we go. Let's do this. Oh, snap. You're not leaving no comment. You're holding back. You're keeping them cards close. That's how you want to do this. That's how you're trying to be, I guess, towards in the middle of the month. It's a little thing. So I guess, just don't be all open. Just do what the celebrities are doing now and carry a fan with you so that people can't read your lips. Be tight-lipped. Hold back, especially your stuff. Like, don't lend books to people. Do they do that anymore? Don't be all like, yeah, you can have it. You can just bring it back. Don't do any of that stuff. It's feeling like you should just hold, especially stuff that is close to you that you actually have that has sentimental value at all. We see the blue cloak. Nah. If you have any feelings for it, if you're gonna lend anything, make sure you're okay to part with it forever. How about that? Oh, or you're gonna have to cut your losses, or your gut. I guess maybe you already did, because that could damage. You know, that might be like, I gotta cut you off. I can't tolerate the disrespect. Maybe somebody took your stuff and they borrowed it without your permission, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna have to solidify some boundaries. You get into it, bam, there's a problem. You gotta walk away. You gotta walk away. I don't want to walk away. I don't want you to walk away. I didn't want to have to confiscate these swords, but your recklessness or your lack of whatever reason I had to maybe should have held my cards close to me. The last time you took my car, you used it to rob a bank, and we can't. I told you not to do that. You did it again. And so you know what? Now you can't borrow my car. And they walk away on foot. Situations. But anyways, hold to yourself. And I don't mean that in a malicious way. Just be on the lookout. Just do you. Be your own ally and be like, I have to hold, if this just randomly comes up, oh my God, you want to borrow something? Actually, can you wait till next month? Is that okay? Because I can't do that right now. Queen of Wands, put your wand down. Grab your cat, put your wand down. But I gotta exert authority. I gotta wave my wand if you got a problem. Queen of Wands. Very resourceful, very creative, very colorful. So as much as we want the bluntness, the back up, here are my boundaries type energy, I think you're going to you should be creative where people just feel comfortable with a rejection. Creative ways to reject people. Like, hey, can I borrow your this? Like, oh, actually, no, I'm going to feed the sick. I'm going to feed the homeless that day. What day? All week, all month? You're welcome to join me if you want. It's usually for 8 hours and there are no bathrooms, but you could do that. You could do stuff like that. Nobody has to know the game you're playing. Queen of Wands is at the top. She can play games. I don't know about how I feel about telling you to straight up lie, but it's better that than did you guys see that? We were just talking about lying and then this flipped over while I was talking. Did you see that? Okay, that's the lying card for those of you that don't know. The seven of swords, deception. What a quinky dank. But yeah, be resourceful. Be resourceful with people, the way that you communicate with them, so that you don't have to cut them off. Maybe take a step back, a few steps back. So, okay, or maybe you need a thing about, hey, let people take a breather. Be cool with that. Let it take a breather. Or sometimes you just have to put your foot down too, because 5 is the number of change. It's sudden change too. So it's no. But you've always said yes. No. You guys always bring the tank back on E. I don't know why I keep using car examples, but be like, get out of my house. I'm gonna have to fire you, even though we've been best friends since kindergarten. Be any of that. Queen of Wands though, she'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna fire you. I'm just putting you on the schedule, and then I'm gonna give you some side hustle jobs that you can embrace that are more to your liking, because I care, and then you're going to get caught up in that and not even notice or care. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in this whole month here. That's all it is. See, this is why. This is why. This is why. You know, we can't just pull these themes and then be like, okay, well, you know, like maybe, you know, be all watery about it, be all diluted about it. The Five of Swords meant some went down, and you had to let people know, and they walked away in shame. And the Four of Pentacles, that's an indicator that there was a reason you had to hold you're being warned to hold your stuff close to you. Mans can't be trusted out here. And now we know for sure. Five of Swords. Five of Wands, another five, change, disruption, unexpected events. This is also being defensive, having to stand your ground, like we already talked about. But this is having to stand your ground amongst a group of people. You know, like that Matrix scene where Neo had to fight like a gazillion of the same guy. That's you. But this card is in reverse, so we might have to check how defensive and who we're defensive with. Just remember that. Not everybody is the enemy, but still, stay on the lookout for the foolishness, because guards up. There's calamity. There's death. We gotta look into this. Okay, so with the Nine of Wands in reverse, I feel like there's something that you've had for a very long time. There's something you've been good at, or pro at, or master at, or just built a good reputation with, and there might be somebody a little jealous. Might be somebody feeling the jealousy of it all, and you having to defend your honor. You know when somebody's just a hater and they don't know your credentials? It's like, if you don't know, you better ask, kind of thing. It's like that. I feel like it's like that, and it might be amongst like people you're peers with, you know, a friend of a friend, somebody around you, somebody in the vicinity, showing a little bit of jealousy for your established friendships, established relationships, established, you know, career achievements, possessions, anything that you have. They might be a little jealous. You know, they might have some weird intentions. The Tower thing, there might be a throwdown. No, I can't slow down. There might be a conflict here, is what I'm saying, and it might shift some relationships. You might find out you have a really weird friend that's like actually quite hateful and sees you in a negative light, or just wants to take from you. I feel like it might be somebody that you really like or care for, because it just ruins the foundation of everything. Because like it feels like an event that you never asked for. Like you're like, man, I like you. Even if you're being fake, I like what we have going on. You mean to tell me that you've been preying on my downfall this whole time? Man, you're the one who gets my jokes. Okay, fine. Damn it. What do you gotta be a hater? Like, we could have been besties for the resties. Like, you know, it's like one of those, like, but it's a surprise. Because that Tower energy. Smack that in the middle of your reading. Shock. Okay? Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, looking at how we're going to grow from here, where we're going to go from here, the next steps, who we got to cut off. Death card. We see a lot of Scorpio energy here. We see some Aries energy here. So you know the feistiness is out. You know the hands are ready to be thrown, you know. But Scorpio is, it's about the how deeply have you hurt me. If I don't care about you, it's like, move along, peon. But if we had a connection and you betrayed me, oh! It's on like Grey Poupon. It's on till the break of dawn. Forever. We got beef forever. Okay? And it's a long plot of revenge. You know? And it's subtle, too. It's like acupuncture. Pressure. Acupuncture. Little here and there. Little psychological wordplay with the Scorpios. But okay, listen. When you guys are assessing the next step you take after, I guess, this huge event where things have shifted. Foundations have shifted. Only you will know what that is. I feel like the decisions that you make, the type of decisions that you need to be making, are where does it end with some things? What's the ending for this storyline, that storyline? Do I still live in this city? Do I still live in Mumbai? Do I still live in, like, are we ending the story here? Or are we moving along? Because, like, the people around, they're not nodding. And me staying loyal to this situation or place, or, you know, I don't like what's happening here. Okay, so I want to figure out the path of growth. I have multiple options, things I can do, and I just have to choose a path. There are certain things that are in the way of my path, or there are certain paths that I'm already on that I need to bring to an abrupt end. It's a matter of perspective. And some things you may like and be like, oh, I gotta end that, but I don't want to. And, the end is a matter of perspective. The end sucks when you're focusing on what you're losing, but if you're focusing what you will gain from losing a couple of things, it's like, wanting to be, I want to be a firefighter and a doctor and a lawyer and an artist and a director. Like, hey, you need to focus on one. So all of them are wonderful, but let's focus on one. So ending one is not bad. It's like, oh man, but it's like, okay, let me put my superpower energy into one, and that superpower energy is what you're after. So let's do it. Let's go. So the ending is a matter of perspective. Always remember that when you bring something to an abrupt halt, career-wise, relationship-wise. It's gonna be, I feel like people, because obviously people with not aligning mindsets. Like, if you want to stay in the calamity and the fighting and the arguing and we're not aligned always on the way we think, and we're not aligned on, how we should approach things, and like, this is causing chaos of people, it's causing disruption to my life, it indirectly affects my routine. It brings hostile energy, I don't know, it brings unwelcome surprises and destruction and a need for a new beginning amidst the time where I was, in a flow. I wasn't ready for an end. I wasn't prepared. And I think that, like, just this whole situation, the foundation, like, maybe you worked in an office and you're like, you know what? I got fired, or I got laid off, or whatever. I quit because I was just a hostile work environment. And now what's in front of me is an opportunity to grow into a different direction, maybe take second career, maybe go to a workshop, maybe start a different job, maybe go on vacation, maybe fun employment, whatever. This ending is a matter of perspective, and again, creative, resourceful. But I guess recognizing is painful sometimes, that you can't trust people, but it's also helpful because then you stop trusting them, and less betrayals in there, less betrayal involved, and then you also have wisdom because you can identify those types of traits in people. It's a good thing. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries. You could be dealing with any fire sign, actually. There's a lot of fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, but just, again, keep the cards close. Never let them know your next move. Stuff like that. Right? And there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Check out my Etsy shop. I sell soy candles, natural wax candles, scented, lots of scents, and home fragrances. So have a look at that on my Etsy shop. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.